Hey everyone, and welcome to the Hype Check Pod. Today we are looking at the full trailer that's just come out last week. Yes, we are a little behind for Supergirl. Now, if you've watched our channel before, we have done a reaction to the teaser. None of us were really excited. We were okay, and yes, some of us more than others are going to go see it, but it wasn't the greatest. So hopefully, this one actually brings a little bit of hype into the DC Studios franchise under James Gunn, because Rich and I did a trailer reaction to the Lanterns TV show that's coming to HBO Max and in August. So this will be out before that, and it'll be very interesting to see how it fits into the wider DC Studios. And again, not sure how we feel about it. So looking forward to actually seeing how everyone reacts to this particular trailer. Again, for full transparency, I have seen it. So again, I will let the boys talk and give their commentary around it. But a little bit about us. Again, we are the Hype Check Pod. We do movie reactions, we do movie reviews, and we talk about movies, TV shows, and video games, all the things that we love and how we feel about them. So again, if you'd like to like, subscribe, comment, leave us a message, leave us a rating on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and obviously on YouTube. There is a buy us a coffee link. So if you think we're doing above and beyond, we'd really appreciate your support. So if you want to buy us a coffee, feel free to. The link is in the description below. All right. Let's have a look at Supergirl. So again, we'll probably talk more about it afterwards. So I think we just watched the trailer, see how everyone feels. And like I said, I'm going to keep my comments to myself because I have seen it, and then we'll have that discussion afterwards. So I am going to prep the video. All right, boys, if you're ready for the Supergirl trailer, we shall do that in 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, I was just touching base to see when you think you might be coming back. You know, I'm just worried that you're not going to find your stride here if you keep going off-world all the time, Kara. I'm worried you're not going to find your people.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, Clark. I have no people. Oh, Miss
That look
Roper, you
cool.
are, buddy. Crypto and I at least had each other. Honestly, I thought we were lucky. But luck, almost by definition, runs out. What can I do?
The Brickens carry the antidote on that person.
Roll.
He has 3 days.
You cannot give up on me.
It's a crime of the Yellow Hills. Who murdered my innocent family.
Just do what I say. And don't die. This does not look like this is gonna end well for you guys.
Stop. You're hurting my head.
Revenge. It won't take your pain away.
Your eyes are beautiful when you cry. A lot of pain, huh? A lot of suffering.
There's no home without you, buddy.
Aren't you the ditz from that dive bar?
Funny. That's what I've been calling you.
Touche.
Okay. Hmm.
All right, gents. Andy, obviously from the first one, you weren't the biggest fan of the one that we watched originally. And you
Say
also
that.
were not a fan of Superman, the movie, the DC Studios James Gunn version. Now, again, obviously, I'm throwing that out there. We have a trailer reaction for Supergirl for the teaser that happened around the Super Bowl, even though it wasn't played in the Super Bowl. But yeah, it was one of our favorites that people loved. And that was one of our most famous trailer reactions. So again, and it more came down to the comments we made around it. So Andy, my friend, man, what did you think of that actual trailer? How do you feel about that one?
It looks better than the Superman movie. So it's just a surprise. I still wouldn't. It's not my thing at all. So I don't know the law about Supergirl. I don't know any of that stuff. So, but it looks like a pretty cool action movie. You know, it's a superhero movie, action movie.
Awesome.
So that's better than what I expected. Yeah.
Excellent. Hey, man, I'll take that. Like, because again, you were not a fan of Superman. You didn't like the original teaser we watched. So again, the fact that at least it's a little bit more interesting. Rich, hey, how about you, man? What do you reckon about that one?
I'm actually surprised. I'm actually thinking that it's got nothing to do with Earth. It's all off-world. That's a bit of a. I didn't think that. I thought it was going to be like, oh, we could tell it's a bit of. It's in the past and present, kind of past and present. It's going to go back and forth because you could see Crypto as a puppy, as they said it was going to be puppy ball trailer. But yeah, being Kara, cousin of Superman's Clark's cousin and stuff, all that, I thought they'll go back and forth with Earth, but no, they're not going to do that by the looks of it. The introduction of Lobo is pretty awesome, though. I can't wait to see that. It looks like she's teaming up with him, so he's not gonna be chasing her or anything like that. But yeah, I'm looking very forward to it. I'm actually, yeah, I'll be there in the cinemas watching this one. See how it is.
And I will be with you, man. I agree. Andy, we'll send you a text afterward and let you know what it's like.
Let me know.
Or we make, but if everyone does buy us a coffee, at least buy us a coffee so we can make him go to the movies, right? And we'll just drag him. Yeah, man, I was a lot happier with that trailer than the teaser, obviously. I think they did really well. And this one gave you more of the story, which I was surprised of. So, like you said, Rich, it's more off-world. It's not really based on Earth, which is awesome. The fact that you see Argo City get destroyed on Krypton. So again, part of the Superman lore. And again, for everyone else that's watching, we have not read Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, which this story is based on. So again, if you want to actually go and get the actual source material, it is Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. So if you want to have a look at that, it's pretty hard to get at the moment. Even on Amazon, it's a struggle to try and get that one. I had a look a couple of weeks ago, and it's like it's not shipping for a couple of months to Australia anyway. So again, if you can find a local copy of it, then go for it, grab it. But I was actually more impressed, and I like the twist on the story because it's more about her trying to save Crypto. So again, from this movie and the trailer, it's giving you a bit of a premise. She's got 3 days to save her dog. So again, spoilers for Superman the movie, DC Studios, James Gunn, Superman.
Not missing much.
Picks up Crypto at the end. So it's her dog. So again, if you haven't seen this new Superman movie, spoilers again, Crypto is her dog, not Clark's. So again, she had the dog on Argo City on Krypton. So again, I don't know how a dog's in space, but hey, on Krypton. But hey, it doesn't matter. We'll let the movie tell us what that's like. So
I kind of miss when they use real dogs, real animals, and not CGI. But that's just me.
And again, for everyone, James Gunn, the problem with everything with Crypto, it's going to be in everything is because James Gunn started writing the latest Superman script after he bought a new dog. Well, got a new dog. I don't know if he bought the dog came into his ownership, but yeah, the whole reason that so many things are tied in with Crypto is that James Gunn got a dog. the dog was a pain in the ass, and then he wrote Superman, and now we've got Kara's story in Supergirl as well with Crypto. So again, the big tie-in to everything is the dog. I am afraid of it. I'm afraid of this movie because I'm not sure how it fits into the DC Studios DCU. And again, I think we said this in the previous trailer reaction. I'm perplexed at why the things that have been released for this current iterations, and I believe it's still Gods and Monsters, so I believe it's still the same premise.
Yeah.
Chapter 1 is Gods and Monsters, is you had Creature Commando. So again, very different. If you haven't seen the animated Creature Commandos, I've said this in the previous reaction. I enjoyed it. It took a few episodes to get into it, but it's R-rated. So it's very R-rated James Gunn humor, which is probably some of my favorite. Then you've got Peacemaker. So Peacemaker's current iteration, season 2, fits into DC Studios DCU. Then you've got Superman. Then you've got this movie coming out for Supergirl, and then you've got Lantern. So again, I don't know what they're establishing in regards to this tie-through, because Creature Commandos is very different from Supergirl, very different to Lanterns. And again, if you look at each one, they're all very different. Lanterns looks very much like a True Detective TV series, so it's a lot more hardcore. There is profanity and swearing in the trailer, so again, it's going to be that M-rated, R-rated sort of TV series. Again, it doesn't give much away about the premise around it. But even from the Lanterns, so you've got Hal Jordan, you've got Guy Gardner because he's in Superman, and then you've got Jon Stewart, who will supposedly be in the next Superman movie. So there's a lot of stuff happening. There's no Justice League at the moment, because obviously they're not even talking about Wonder Woman or Batman. I mean, the premise around Batman's going to be Brave and the Bold, and it's going to be Damian. It's going to be Bruce Wayne's son, Talia al Ghul. So again, the League of Assassins or Shadows, whatever you want to call it, is going to be involved, because it has to be Talia as a parent. So that means Ra's al Ghul is there. So, and it's not going to be Liam Neeson. Or maybe they bring Liam Neeson back.
Imagine that.
He could be Ra's al Ghul. That would be still cool. He's good. He's very good in that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm really confused of where DC Studios is going, because besides Superman, everything else is more adult, like in regards to the content in there. So it's either M-rated in Australia, R-rated in Australia. So again, I don't know what the audience is, because again, I like Peacemaker. I haven't finished season 2, but season 1 was fucking hilarious. Like, it was just, Cena was really good in it. But this character, this Kara, looks very, whether she's always drunk, she's always just looking for a reason to do something else. Obviously, you see Superman / Clark talking to her and trying to get her to be around more and more sober. And obviously the difference between her and Clark is Clark was a baby, knows nothing. She was old enough to see the destruction of Krypton. So she watched her world get destroyed as she was sent after her cousin. And again, the premise around her as well is that she actually didn't go directly to Earth. She actually got stuck in the Phantom Zone. Again, don't know where that ties into this story, but she gets lost in the Phantom Zone for a while before she actually comes to Earth. So she goes through some shit as well. So again, I like the trailer. I thought it was good. It's still very gunny in regards to the music was really prominent in there. And again, I get it. It's cool. And even though James Gunn isn't the director of the movie, it was very Guardian-esque, very James Gunnish. So
it felt Guardian-esque, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and that's not a bad thing. And again, my famous take from every time we've talked about Supergirl and James Gunn and Guardians of the Galaxy is Guardians is not my favorite MCU property. Like, I mean, I enjoyed 1, 2 was really good. 3 I haven't seen. The Christmas one I never watched. And again, because I don't know, they just didn't appeal to me. So even this was like, okay, I wanted to give it a go, because like Andy, I had to watch Superman a couple of times. Unlike Andy, I did watch it a couple of times. Andy watched it once and just said, no, man, I'm done. I don't want to. And I watched it 3 times before I sat there and went, okay, it's good. I am very, again, known for saying I enjoy Christopher Reeves, the original Superman. I was brought up on that, but I love Cavill's and Snyder's, Man of Steel, and that sort of take on Superman. So again, The other one by James Gunn was still very happy, and it was good, and it was enjoyable. And like I said, now I don't mind it at all. I've watched it about 4 or 5 times because I made myself do it just to see if I really didn't like it or if it would
4
grow
or
me,
5
and it did grow.
times. You put
Yeah,
yourself
man.
that through it 4 or 5
Yeah,
times.
and each time it got better. Like it really did. Like I started to enjoy it a little bit more, and sort of I think I just let go of my my thoughts around all my favorite Superman movies and series of the past. I just went, I need to understand this is a different take. They're obviously trying to separate themselves completely from the Snyderverse, which
Yeah,
is fine. And I think that's a big take. Like, and again, I'm appreciating a lot more what Gunn's doing in this iteration of Gods and Monsters, the first chapter of the DC Studios entity. But yeah, go,
I
man.
think
Go.
like
Tell me how you feel.
well, so the problem I had back to the original Superman.
Do it.
You know all who these fucking characters are, like all these side characters. In Superman, people just appeared and they just did shit, and everything was solved. And you know, Superman was the worst of the lot. It was so weird. And I don't know who those people. I don't know who those people are. So
and I think that's hard, and I think that's really hard because again, I had an inkling of who Ultraman was. Now it can go 2 ways. It can be a clone of Clark, of Superman, and it can be something else. It can be another Kryptonian. Also, people were talking about Bizarro and all these other characters. And again, I know you're looking at me going, fuck, dude.
who the fuck is Bizarro?
What are you talking about?
People shouldn't have to know that much about the Superman lore. And again, one of my mates that I used to work with, he is not indoctrinated because that sounds like he's a cultist, but he's a massive fan of Superman. So when we had discussions around the character and stuff over the last 17 years I've worked with him, I learned more about characters where he'd go have a look at this one, or go have a look at this animated show, or go look at this series. And again, you have to embrace 75 years of Superman lore to understand all these elements, which isn't fair on everyone. Like, I mean, the original Christopher Reeve ones, Lex Luthor, Superman, Lois Lane, Jimmy Olsen. That's it. And Perry White.
I shouldn't have to do homework before I go and see a fucking movie.
Yeah. And even with this one, it's the same thing, right? Like, I know that Kara's from a different part of Krypton. Yes, she is related to Clark's family and Jor-El and etc., but they're not. They're separate entities of family as well. So people sit there and go, it's his cousin. They won't know why. They'll know that she lives in a different part of Krypton. She lives in the special part of Krypton where they're real, really up there. it's the snobbish area of Krypton. And again, but how are people supposed to know unless they've done the deep dive into the Superman,
and that's fine.
Which most people aren't going to do, though. Yeah,
that's fine. It's just not for me. So
yeah. But it's like all comic book movies, right? It's like some of them they do get you. Like when there's a lot of characters and stuff like that. Like with Superman, like I've grown up with Superman. Then you have Smallville. You've had Superman the cartoon. You've had Lois and Clark.
Yeah.
You've had what's the most latest one? Is it Superman and Lois or
is it the new one Superman and Lois? Yeah, but I get it. Now. Yeah. No.
So you kind of get that understanding where those characters are, and I get Andy's point of view. Like, there's so much characters in it that if you don't understand, if you've never read,
there's that Hawk lady. There's a Hawk lady.
Hawk girl,
and flies around, picks people up, and throws them in the pit, whatever.
And she's kind of immortal as well, but they don't
but you don't know that either.
And they're all like casually just defeating the baddies, like it's no sweat.
They did do. Who was in Black Adam, the movie with The Rock?
Pierce Brosnan's character.
Was it?
So I didn't watch that either. I mean, I watched that once, and I was like, doesn't do it. I don't know who this character is.
Oh, I can't remember.
I'm just trying to remember who was in it. But it goes to like all those kind of stuff. Is just Shazam, all those kind of characters. If you watch all those kind of movies, they all did the Marvel thing. They try to get they're all crossing over each other and stuff like that. So. It's the same thing.
I think maybe I'm more of a Marvel person. I like. Marvel characters.
Marvel's
Other than
and-
Batman,
yeah.
Batman's one of my favorites. But other than that,
Yeah.
Superman's not on my list.
So
And I prefer
Batman's
Marvel.
Batman's number one for me. Like towards
Same.
anybody, like
Same.
if anybody tells me about comics and stuff, Batman and Superman
Yeah.
are probably up there, and then it's the rest of the Marvel comics because you got X-Men, you got the Avengers.
Yeah,
you got a
X-Men
whole
is
bunch of
fucking
stuff.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we like as myself, like I grew up with all that stuff, you know, with comics and the animation in the 90s and all that kind of stuff. And we know you love your X-Men 97. So have you watched all the originals from the 90s? Have you rewatched those?
I haven't rewatched them, but I remember them.
No.
I remember
Yeah.
Apocalypse.
But they're easy to remember, right? Like they're such that
Yeah.
peak. They're like that golden age of movies and comic books where you
Yeah.
could go, oh, we don't have to make them cheesy and shit. We can actually give it a story and a premise
That,
and let people
that
go.
first
And they
episode
sort
of
of get
X-Men with the Sentinel and chases down Jubilee is fucking awesome. Like,
Yeah.
the
intro.
Sentinels are so fucking good.
it.
That's what I'm looking forward to in Doomsday. Hopefully they show
Yeah.
that shit.
Maybe.
But
What,
back to
the
Supergirl.
Sentinels?
Sorry, back to Supergirl.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, back to Supergirl.
Sorry.
Then you go back to Supergirl, like from the 80s. Did you guys ever watch the Helen Hunt?
Yeah.
Is it Helen
That
Hunt?
was,
No.
that was,
Helen Hunt movie?
was it Helen Slater
Was
or
it Helen
what?
Hunt? Oh, Helen Slater. Sorry,
Yeah.
Helen Slater. You're right.
Yeah. Because I
just
have
remember
seen
the
that
Helen.
one. That's how
Yeah.
sad that is.
But I
Yeah.
haven't seen it in 20 years or something like that.
Oh,
So.
dude, it's been forever. I don't even remember it.
And I think the other Supergirl scene is in Smallville.
Yep. Oh, there was the TV show in the Arrowverse. So again, I'm going on my CW tangent as well because again, for Andy, like me, I loved Green Arrow, so that led into the Arrowverse Flash that went into Supergirl.
Yeah.
And again, the story was a little bit twisted and convoluted there. Gelfie's had enough; he's left us. But it was that painful. He just went, "No, I'm not seeing that movie." But yeah, it was. That
See, I
actually
never
had a
got
couple.
I
That had
never
like
got into
that
it.
had like 5 seasons, I think, as well. And we watched. at
Yeah,
least
I
4
think
of
I
them.
got through one or two seasons. I
Yeah.
thought it was too much,
Yeah,
but I did enjoy the Flash and Arrow.
yeah.
But
and I think that's where
yeah,
it's
but that's the
sort
only
of,
other.
yeah, that's the only other iterations of it. I mean, like you said, the one in Smallville, and the Supergirl series as well. But yeah, but who knows? Like I said, I'm optimistic. I want to see it. Like no matter what, like you, Rich, you may can go and watch it. And we'll leave Kelpie at home because I don't know if he's going to enjoy it as much. But again, I want to see it. I actually want it to do well as well because I don't want it to.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone loves Superman when it came out. I was like, okay, it's good. It's a nice movie. It took me a while to get really into it. So hopefully this already looks at least more action oriented. Like you said, it's not on Earth. So again, that story can be more cosmic because it'll fit into where she is because she's not earthbound. So you haven't got, what are they? What are they? Not the Legion of Justice. Well, I can't remember. Justice Society. So you don't have, Guy Gardner and Hawkgirl and all that as well. So it is a little bit different. So she's off-world. That makes the story a little bit different. Again, they've tied it in with crypto as well. So that's cool. But yeah, man, I enjoyed the look of it. I think it's going to be good. I don't know how good, but I am actually looking forward to it. So
I'm looking forward to it.
And I'm glad that trailer changed your mind because it did for me as well. I sort of watched this one and went, oh, this is better. And like you said, there's the Momoa Lobo. Looks really good. Fits Jason Momoa to a T. And again, sounds even different from his Aquaman take as well. So again, and at least he's got makeup on. So people who enjoyed Aquaman won't get confused when they see this and go, oh yeah. I mean, it's still Jason Momoa, but
it's that voice, right? So
yeah. So,
but but I'm just hoping he'll do well, considering we getting the rest of it out, getting the rest of the DCU out there. I do want to see what they do with Batman. I need to see.
And again, I'm glad they're separating it from Matt Reeves' one. I'm glad they're separating it from that Penguin, that Batman, that Riddler. They're keeping it very separated from the Falcons and all that as well. So again, it'll be a different take and it'll be very separate. And I'm glad because that Pattinson Matt Reeves' Batman was awesome. That was
Yeah.
well done. Like it was
That's
very
that's
much
done-
up there with, you know, Batman Begins and Dark Knight for me, because it was just well done. And so again, puts it close to the original Batman, Tim Burton's. Yes, it
Mm.
hasn't aged as well, but it's still a really good Batman. so
Still a good Batman.
yeah, man, still a good Batman. So hopefully Supergirl can carry the torch, and hopefully it ties into Lanterns, because again, you know, Lanterns is after this. So
Mm.
who knows? Who knows where the
And
story
then-
goes?
And then after this is also, what is it, Clayface?
And
Yeah, the Clayface movie. Hello, he's back. Yeah, and
Oh,
Clayface.
he's back. Yeah, so let's see. There's no mention of that anyway, so we'll see
No.
how we go.
No, exactly. And again, like I said, if you haven't seen Creature Commandos, go and watch it. It is very different. It will not give you anything that leads into. Oh, actually, I lie. It will give you Rick Flag Senior. So you see Rick
Yeah,
Flag Senior
see
from Creature
stories.
Commandos that you've already seen inside Superman. So it's Crossbones from the MCU. So watch Captain America, you'll know who we're talking about. Civil War and Winter Soldier will understand. But yeah, boys, awesome. Well, that is it for our thoughts around the Supergirl full trailer. Again, it is not far away as well. So this is also June. So a couple of months until we can see this in the movies. And if we can convince Andy to come with us, then we will try. But you could tell he was so over it. He just hung up, put his camera down, and just went, "No, I don't want to see it anymore. I'm done. I don't want to talk about Supergirl anymore. I want to talk about other things." So again, everyone, thank you for watching and giving us your time. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, all that good stuff. And again, catch us on the next podcast, or maybe movie reaction or movie trailer review. But for now, that is it. So we will see you again. So see you, everyone.